Hello and welcome back to another Doctor Who action figure review. Today I will be taking a look at the brand new character options online exclusive The Rose of the Deep set. Taking a look at the packaging, it's the same style guide as before really, so I won't go over the familiar aspects, I'll just go over the main stuff. Window display slightly odd because of the way the figures are positioned. I suppose it's to give people who keep these in the box better angles of the figures. There's the character online exclusive thing they've done since the Mechanist sets, which I just think looks a bit odd. There's also, to the other side, a little window still going over and the names of the Silurians, which I won't bother remembering because they're just Silurians. Then there's the write up on stuff and some very bold claims about the story, and so bold they decided to put it twice. Does no one proofread these? And then to the other side, it's just pictures of the Silurians again. But yeah, that's about it for actual packaging. Let's just get onto the figures. But when you do open up the box, you are presented with this really nice diorama of the underwater base thing from the story, and it's really good. It's got this sort of 3D thing, and it has stuff going to the sides like corridors, and you can see things through the walls. Unfortunately, there's a side that is a bit battered. I'm not sure how that happened. There's also a copyright thing, so yeah, there's that. Also, I've not seen anyone mention it, but I put it on my Twitter. But there's a tab at the back, so you can pull the wall down and get a proper look at the diorama, which is nice. I've not seen anyone really mention it in their reviews, so haha, there you are. And it's a really nice display for the figures, and yeah, you can use that to display them if you so wish. There are two variants in this set, so I'll just show you the differences. Main being that one has a red headpiece, the other two just being black ones. The eyes are kind of painted silvery, and the pupil is just black, which I think the silver effect is really nice, although it does look on some of them a bit of the paint's flaked off, which is a bit annoying, but oh well. Mouths are like scales around them, kind of looks like a fish mouth, which is odd, but I think the detailing around it is very nice. There's this sort of shell piece on them, which the other two at the bottom, they look kind of darker. I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure if that's an intentional no sort of variant, but it's just an observation. There's also the Earth communicator thing. I'm not sure it's a communicator, but I'm assuming it. I haven't seen the story, but if it is, because there isn't any bicep articulation, it's not like you can put it to the mouth, which is a bit silly, but yeah, well. There's also a band thing on them, which in the promo images, the ones with the black headpieces, it seems to have been painted, although none of them have it. So I thought maybe mine was a factory error, but looking at others, no, it seems to be like that. So I'm not entirely sure what that was about, but yeah, I thought maybe they were gonna have more of a variation, which, I mean, it's minor, but it just begs the question why. At the back, there's sort of scales running down, and from the head to the back, though the ones on the back have another piece, or I suppose it sort of makes sense, it does, because it's not the shell, it's the actual back, but the line between them does look a bit odd, but I suppose there was no other way for them to really do that. The fingers have these sort of sucker effects, which kind of look like Zygon hands, and it has a nice one where you can sort of point it and it's like ET, which is pretty cool. Then the legs have been reused from the sea level, and it's an excellent reuse, really. Just painted it orange instead, more browny, which looks great. And the feet have a sort of black effect towards the, I suppose they'd be toes, although the others seem to be a bit cleaner, so I'm not sure what that's about, though another one has more of the dirt effect too, so who knows what's up with that. Articulation, whereas the Silurian's head can turn left to right slightly, but because of the size of the neck, it's a bit hindered. There's also a ball joint, so the arms can go out, but it doesn't have a bicep articulation point because of the way the arms are, so it loses that. There's a bend at the elbow and 360 at the wrists. The waist can move to the sides, but the shell-like piece stops it, really. The legs can kick out, so it can do this or do the splits, whatever. The thigh has a 360 articulation bent at the knee and also 360 at the foot. There's also apparently a foot pivot with this, which I can kind of see on some of the figures, but not on this one. So I think it kind of just depends on how yours was made. But I have seen like someone else's have the pivot point, so it can happen. Overall, this is a very impressive set. When I first saw the promotional images, I was a bit on them. I thought they looked a bit cheap, but in hand, they are really good. And I believe there are still quite a few left. So if you have missed out on them at first, there's still a few, I believe. So if you want to, you can get some. They are really good in hand. They're much better than the promotional images have made them out to be. I go as far as to say these last two releases from Character have been the best ones they've done in some time, and I'm really looking forward to what they come with next because I'm not sure how they can beat these past two. So we'll just see what the future holds. I imagine it'll be a little while yet because I don't think we'll get figures constantly like we have recently since September. But who knows? Character through this randomly, and B&M's distribution is odd. So watch this space, I guess. Thanks for watching this review. If you did like it, there's a button, so you can tell me you liked it. There's also a subscribe button, so feel free to press it if you haven't already, because if you have, you might unsubscribe, and that would probably make me sad, or something. I am going to make a figure collection at some point. I keep saying this, so I feel like I have to, and then I've been promising it for 3 years, but now I've actually said it. I will feel more obliged to make it, but I just need to rearrange the shelves because it's like a K1 and Rivers of the Deep Silurians have messed it up. But yeah, thanks for watching, goodbye, see you soon, hopefully.